It lurks, in the shadows, watching, waiting, the devil. A presence so ancient, so malevolent, that it has haunted humanity since the dawn of time. In the darkest corners of our world it waits, biding its time, feeding off our fears and doubts. The stories of its existence are as old as civilization itself, passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones around campfires and in the dead of night. A whisper, a chill down your spine, the feeling of being watched, even when you're alone. These are the signs, the subtle hints that something is not quite right. The devil's influence is insidious, creeping into our lives in ways we often don't recognize until it's too late. It's in the shadows, in the corners of our vision, always just out of reach. You try to ignore it. Tell yourself it's nothing, just your imagination. But deep down, you know the truth. You can feel it in your bones, in the pit of your stomach. The devil is real and he's closer than you think. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the leaves, every unexplained noise in the night is a reminder of his presence. But deep down, you know that the stories are true, that the devil is not just a myth or a legend, but a real, tangible force that has been with us since the beginning of time. His influence can be seen in the darkest chapters of our history, in the evil deeds that have been committed in his name. He's been there all along, watching, waiting, feeding off our fears and doubts. His presence is a constant reminder of the darkness that exists within us all. The devil is not just an external force, but a reflection of our own inner demons, the parts of ourselves that we try to hide from the world. Since the dawn of time, he has been a part of our collective consciousness, a symbol of the evil that lurks within us all. From ancient civilizations to modern society, the devil has been a constant presence, a reminder of the darkness that exists within us all, a malevolent force, preying on humanity. He thrives on our fears, our doubts, our insecurities. He is the embodiment of our darkest desires, the parts of ourselves that we try to hide from the world. The devil is not just a myth or a legend, but a real, tangible force that has been with us since the beginning of time. His presence, a stain on history. From the ancient texts that speak of his malevolence to the modern accounts of his influence, the evidence is everywhere. The devil's presence can be seen in the darkest chapters of our history, in the evil deeds that have been committed in his name. From ancient scriptures to modern accounts, the evidence is everywhere. The stories of his existence are as old as civilization itself, passed down through generations, whispered in hushed tones around campfires and in the dead of night. The devil's influence is undeniable, a constant reminder of the darkness that exists within us all. The devil's influence is undeniable. But is he real? A physical being, or is he something more? A manifestation of our darkest selves, the parts of us that we try to hide from the world. The answer may be closer than you think, or a manifestation of our darkest selves. The devil is not just an external force, but a reflection of our own inner demons, the parts of ourselves that we try to hide from the world. The answer may be closer than you think. The answer may be closer than you think. The devil is not just a myth or a legend, but a real, tangible force that has been with us since the beginning of time. His influence can be seen in the darkest chapters of our history, in the evil deeds that have been committed in his name. Join me as we journey into the heart of darkness, as we explore the chilling evidence that suggests the devil is real. We will delve into the ancient texts, the modern accounts, and the personal experiences that all point to one undeniable truth. The devil is real, and he is closer than you think. As we explore the chilling evidence that suggests the devil is real, we will uncover the truth behind the myths and legends and confront the darkness that exists within us all. The journey will be terrifying, but it is a journey that we must take if we are to understand the true nature of the devil and his influence on our world. History is rife with tales of demonic encounters. These stories, passed down through generations, have left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. They serve as chilling reminders of the darkness that has always lurked at the edges of human experience. Whispers of pacts made in blood. These whispers often speak of individuals who, in their quest for power, knowledge, or revenge, turn to the darkest of forces. The very idea of making a pact with the devil is both terrifying and fascinating, a testament to the lengths some will go to achieve their desires. Souls offered for power and forbidden knowledge. The stories are countless and terrifying. From the dark forest where rituals were performed under the cover of night, to the grim libraries where forbidden tomes were studied, the pursuit of dark power has always been shrouded in mystery and fear. Gilles de Rais, the French nobleman, a once revered knight. He descended into depravity, torture, murder. His story is one of the most infamous in history, a stark reminder of how even the most noble can fall. Once a companion of Joan of Arc, Gilles de Rais' descent into darkness shocked the world. Hundreds of children sacrificed to the devil. Was it madness, or was it a calculated attempt to gain power through the most heinous of acts? The sheer scale of his crimes is almost unimaginable, a dark chapter in the annals of history that continues to haunt us. Or a deal with the ultimate evil? The question remains, was Gilles de Rais truly in league with demonic forces? Or was he simply a madman driven by his own twisted desires? The truth may never be known, but the legend endures. Then there's the case of Urbain Grandier, a French priest. His story is equally chilling, a tale of ambition, betrayal, and dark accusations. Grandier was a man of the cloth, yet he found himself ensnared in a web of intrigue and superstition, accused of witchcraft and summoning demons. The charges against him were grave, and the evidence presented was both compelling and terrifying. Witnesses spoke of strange occurrences and dark rituals, painting a picture of a man who had turned his back on God. His trial, a spectacle of fear and superstition. The courtroom was filled with fearful spectators, each one eager to see the outcome of this sensational case. The atmosphere was thick with tension, as the fate of Urbain Grandier hung in the balance. His end? Burned at the stake, the ultimate punishment for those accused of consorting with the devil. As the flames consumed him, the crowd watched in a mixture of horror and fascination, a grim reminder of the power of fear and superstition. Did he truly consort with the devil, or was he a victim of his time? The truth is shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time. What remains are the stories, the legends that continue to captivate and terrify us. Or was he a victim of his time, a man caught in the crossfire of political and religious turmoil, scapegoated for the fears and anxieties of his society? The line between truth and legend is often blurred, leaving us to wonder what really happened. These stories, echoes of a dark past. They serve as a reminder of the darkness that has always been a part of human history. A darkness that we must confront and understand if we are to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. A reminder that evil has walked among us for centuries, and perhaps still does. The tales of demonic encounters are not just relics of the past. They are warnings, urging us to remain vigilant against the darkness that still lurks in the shadows of our world. Possession, the ultimate violation, a malevolent entity taking over your body, your mind, your very soul. It's a terrifying thought, and for some, a terrifying reality. The story of Anneliese Michel, a young German woman. Her life, a living hell, violent convulsions, superhuman strength. Her voice, a guttural rasp, speaking in tongues. Exorcisms were performed, but the entity, it clung to her. Years of torment, years of fighting an unseen force. Anneliese's story is not unique. Countless accounts of possession exist throughout history, proof that something dark and powerful can take hold of us, something evil, something demonic. The devil. He goes by many names: Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, each culture, each religion with its own interpretation of evil, but the core remains the same. A powerful entity, bent on our destruction. In Christianity, he's the fallen angel, the tempter, the one who whispers doubts in our ears. In Islam, he's Iblis, the jinn who refused to bow to humanity, a symbol of pride and disobedience. Across the globe, the devil takes on different forms, but his goal remains constant: to lead us astray, to corrupt our souls, to drag us down with him into the abyss. Section 5. The Devil You Know. The devil doesn't always appear as a horned beast. Sometimes he's far more insidious. A whisper in your ear, a tempting offer. He preys on our weaknesses, our desires, greed, lust, power. These are the tools of his trade. He'll promise you the world. But at what cost? Your soul? Your humanity? Think about it. Every time you've taken the easy way out, every time you've compromised your morals, was it truly your choice? Or was something else influencing you? Something dark, something sinister? Section 6. Seeking Answers in the Darkness. I've spent years investigating the paranormal, confronting the unknown, looking for answers in the darkness, and the more I see, the more I believe. The devil is real. I've witnessed it firsthand. The malevolent energy, the chilling voices, the feeling of pure evil. It's undeniable, there's something out there, something wicked. But it's not just about ghosts and demons, it's about the darkness within us all, the potential for evil that resides in every human heart. And the choices we make every day. Do we embrace the light, or succumb to the shadows? Section 7. The Unseen World. In the shadows of our bustling cities and the quiet corners of our homes, there exists a realm that eludes our senses. It's a world that thrives in the darkness, hidden from the glaring lights of our daily lives. We live in a world of skepticism, of logic and reason. Our minds are trained to seek explanations, to find comfort in the known and the tangible. Yet there are moments when the rational world falls short, when the unexplained seeps into our reality. But what about the things we can't explain? The eerie whispers that echo in empty hallways, the fleeting shadows that dance at the edge of our vision. These are the mysteries that challenge our understanding, that make us question the very fabric of our existence. The things that go bump in the night, the creaks and groans of an old house settling, or perhaps something more sinister lurking just out of sight. These sounds stir a primal fear within us, a reminder that we are not always alone. The shadows that move when we're not looking, they play tricks on our minds, making us doubt our senses. Are they mere figments of our imagination, or do they belong to entities that exist beyond our perception? There's an unseen world out there, a parallel dimension that intersects with our own, filled with beings and phenomena that defy explanation. It's a place where the rules of our reality do not apply, where the impossible becomes possible, a realm beyond our understanding. The vastness of the universe hints at the existence of other worlds, other realities. Ancient ruins and celestial wonders remind us of the mysteries that have captivated humanity for millennia, and it's filled with things that both terrify and fascinate us. The unknown has always been a source of fear, but also of wonder. It's the driving force behind our curiosity, our desire to explore and uncover the secrets of the universe. The devil is just one piece of this puzzle, a symbol of ultimate evil, a representation of our darkest fears. But the unseen world is not limited to such malevolent entities. It encompasses a wide range of phenomena, from the benign to the terrifying, one entity in a vast and mysterious universe. The cosmos is teeming with possibilities, with countless worlds and dimensions waiting to be discovered. Each star, each galaxy, holds the potential for new and unimaginable experiences. We may never fully comprehend the nature of evil. It is a concept that has plagued humanity since the dawn of time, a force that exists in opposition to the good we strive for. But our lack of understanding does not diminish its impact on our lives. But that doesn't mean we should stop searching for answers. The pursuit of knowledge is a fundamental aspect of our nature. We are driven to seek out the truth, to shine a light on the darkness and uncover the mysteries that lie hidden. The more we learn about the darkness, the better equipped we'll be to fight it. Knowledge is our greatest weapon against the unknown. By understanding the unseen world, we can confront our fears and protect ourselves from the dangers that lurk within it. So let us continue to explore, to question, and to seek out the truths that lie beyond our perception. Section 8, A Haunting Truth. The stories I've shared, the evidence I've presented, it's all led us to this moment, a haunting truth. The devil is real. He exists in the shadows, in the whispers of temptation, in the darkest corners of our hearts. He's not a fairy tale, he's not a myth. He's a force to be reckoned with, a malevolent entity that will stop at nothing to claim our souls. But there's hope. We have the power to resist him, to choose good over evil, to fight for our humanity. The battle may be eternal, but it's a battle worth fighting. Section 9, Is the devil out there? So I ask you again, is the devil real? The evidence is there, the stories, the history, the personal accounts. It's up to you to decide, to open your mind to the possibility, to acknowledge the darkness that exists in our world, and to ask yourself, are you ready to face it?